So what's up, everybody? My name is Red Noise Live. We're going to be going over patch notes 1.05 for Valorant. They released a new collection in the store. And they also released a new agent called Killjoy. The collection in the store that they released is called Glitch Pop. We did purchase it, so we'll be going over that, and we'll be going over on everything that the bundle includes and how much. We'll also be going over, again, everything in the patch notes, followed by some Killjoy gameplay. So if you guys want to see more content like this, make sure you come visit me live at twitch.tv/rednoiselive. Make sure you ring that bell, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Enjoy. So we got Valorant Patch Notes 1.05. Your newest Valorant act has arrived. It's true. This means the patch is coming with a new agent. Have you met? We have. Actually own Killjoy. I bought it early to show you guys some of its content. A fresh battle pass comes with the new Deathmatch mode. We've tried it out a couple times already. It's pretty nice. Act ranks go live, and you can dive into our dedicated posts for more, but competitive changes also include matchmaking adjustments that hope to be better pair solo and duo players against groups. And you will get more information on how your rank was affected after a loss too. Raze's Showstopper gets tuned, and the blast pack damage dropped. So just from this right here, this patch has been out a couple days, so I have a couple remarks to make about this. I've been playing now for 2 days since this patch has come out. This is now day 3, and a couple things I want to address is that here it says solo and duo players against similar groups will be queued together. Now, I don't know how exact or their algorithm of matching groups are. I imagine to a certain extent it is limited, and maybe it is better, but the past competitive matches that I have played, I did get in several matches as a solo queue with a 3 and 4 stack. So it wasn't a group full of solos, or a game full of solos. It wasn't a game full of duos. So I think that going into the future, hopefully that they fine-tune this a little bit more. As far as Raze's Showstopper, her blast packs damages went from 75 to 50. So you can't throw 2 blast packs at somebody and full kill them. You can only do up to 100 damage, which if they have full armor will give them 50 HP left, and if they have light armor, it will give them 25 HP. So moving on, we'll read more details and get into the info of that below. So here they got their little banner highlight here for the patch. Agent updates. Killjoy brings her killer robot buddies and rounds speculates to Valorant. Okay, Raze, Showstopper. They changed Raze a little bit. The equip time is a little bit longer. 1.1 seconds is what it was before. Now it is 1.4. The quick equipped time, say that 5 times fast, is increased from 0.5 to 0.7. The VFX when firing the rocket was reduced, and the VFX on rocket's trail slightly reduced. So now when you shoot the rocket, instead of it going like this, it might go like this. Blast packs, here you can see damage was decreased from 75 to now 50. And damage to objects now consistently does 600. I'm assuming that's like, you know, maybe turrets or abilities, right? Competitive. A couple things about competitive. Now that this patch has been out for a couple days, there has been some tournaments going on. There was a $75,000 tournament. There was an invitational before that. And I think there's another tournament going on right now worth $50,000. One thing that the new rules of these tournaments that are coming out, at least this one in particular, was that Killjoy has been banned from competitive play because they wanted to adjust some of her abilities, you know, kind of fine-tune it since she is new. And there's adjustments that need to be had, and you'll see that later when we get into some of the gameplay. Competitive. Act ranks have been added to the game, so act ranks are a little bit different now. You can We'll read through this and I'll explain it as we go. Patch 1.5 marks the end of Competitive Act 1. Competitive Act 2 is now underway. If you earned a rank in Act 1, play 3 more games to show your rank again in Act 2. So there's 3 placements before you will get your official rank in Act 2. If you are a new player, you will still need to play 5 initial placements in unrated to calibrate your skill. Expect a conservative initial placement, 2 rank tiers lower than your prior act. So we are confident that you are at and or above that skill in Act 2. Performance will have a larger impact on your games, higher kill-death ratio, etc. Econ. So you'll be able to gain ranks quickly if you play well and win. Competitive matchmaking will now have a higher chance to match with solo and duo players. Again, I played a couple matches. I didn't go against maybe a 5 stack, but I did go against other 3 and 4 stacks, and I also had 3 and 4 stack teams on my team as queuing solo. Regardless of the pre-made sizes, matches balance is sitting fairly close to 50-50 for which teams win, but there's often a larger skill disparity between the best and worst players in the game with large pre-made sizes. Changes should reduce the chance of solo players getting in games where there is high skill disparity. Rank indicators have modified on a loss to provide more granularity into how your rank was changed. You can now receive rating decreased slightly, 1 down arrow, rating decreased, which is 2 down arrows, and rating greatly decreased, which is 3. Previously, we've showed very little info about how much rank you lost to limit the already painful experience of a loss. A lot of losses there. However, this was leading to the issues where a player may have had a really rough game, think decisively lost the game and played poorly, in quotations, and then win several games and not rank up. This should help alleviate the problem somewhat by providing more transparency on a loss and your amount of rank loss. We are also looking into ways to give additional transparency around rank changes in the future patches. Match history will now show the rank you went into the match with for that game versus the rank that you ended with. You can now view your friend's career tab via the context menu in the social panel. So everybody on your friends list, you'll be able to right-click their name and you'll be able to see what their rank is. Okay, I click on my buddy here, I right click, I go down to view career, and you can see here that in Act 2 Episode 1 he's been placed Diamond 2. You can also see his kills, the score of his history, and everything that you would normally see in your history. Regarding his placements here that you see, you can also see his up and down arrows, or if he equaled, what agents, team MVP, kills, deaths, and assists. If you go to Act 1, you can see here at the bottom, total competitive wins 58. He's border level 3, not even halfway to level 4. Diamond 2, 17 wins to go. This is the border that would upgrade. He was Immortal 1, and in Diamonds 2, Diamonds 3, you can see here, Plat 3, okay, was his last win, right? So this will take the highest rank wins that you have. Back to the patch notes. You can see how awesome your friends have been doing in their matches with the ranks gains. Okay, we already went over that. Custom games will now allow the leader to select your target game pod location to see players ping to that game pod. So pretty much if you can choose now, I think if you want an East or West Coast server in custom games, I think that's primarily for tournaments. Game modes. All right, so this is the new Deathmatch mode. Here's what they got to say about it in the patch notes. Deathmatch drops. Hop in and hone your gunplay mechanics to warm up before you hit ranked. It's a 10-player free-for-all. First player to hit 30 kills with a time limit of 6 minutes wins. So it's 6-minute games, and whoever gets 30 kills, whatever comes first, right? Either 6 minutes or 30 kills. There's no abilities. and it randomly generates the agent that you get, so it's just looks, right? You know, it might give you Jet, it might give you Killjoy, it might give you Cypher, whatever it may be. It has no effect. It's just a simple game where it's a free-for-all. You're fighting everybody, and you know, you got to do your best. You can buy whatever weapons you want. Heavy armor is given to you automatically. Killing enemies drops health kits. Picking up one will fully restore your health and armor. It automatically reloads your weapons. So that's the only way, right? Like when you kill somebody, you don't automatically get regenerated health and full ammo. You have to physically go pick it up, and it is timed quickly. So if you don't get there in time, you're not going to get it because it shrinks, right? It's a big green like medic cross, and it shrinks over time. All enemies are periodically revealed on the minimap. So there's a GPS. After like 5 seconds, that GPS will go off and you'll see like a little red dot that expands of where players are in the deathmatch. Deathmatch is in beta as we continue to evaluate game performance and stability. Availability will be limited to specific windows upon deployment of version 1.5 patch, with the first window starting Wednesday, August 5th. Quality of life changes. Players who report other destructive players will now receive an email if that player has been punished. Arriving mid-match, your rotating store offers will stop, including things that you already own, which is nice because I remember it would show the collection in the store. Like here, it will show the collection in the store. And at the bottom, it would sometimes give you things that you own, like right here. This is a perfect example. In the patch notes, which came out 2 days ago, said that this wasn't going to be a thing, but here this is a thing. Showing me something that I already own. Though it probably reduced the chances of things like this happening, obviously, as you can see, it's still a thing. But these three I don't own. Bug fixes. This is the last section of the patch notes. Fixed an issue causing Sova's owl drone to rotate slower. Fixed issues where Reyna did not get her full heal if it began right when her overheal started to decay. Fixed near sight not applying properly when going through smoke parts of Viper and Phoenix walls. A hot fix where Phoenix could plant the spike off after his ult ran out. Fixed a bug where ping in the scoreboard would not appear for observers. Fixed a bug where Phoenix could, in rare cases, begin to auto-defuse the spike if he was defusing the spike when he ran it back ended, which is his ult. Fixed an exploit where spamming inspect with a macro could cause server lag. Game modifiers and cheats will now notify all chat when players toggle them. I think that's good for custom games. General fixes to moderators, tournament mode, and game modifiers. Fixed a minimap bug where the minimap would not correctly rotate on side swap when using a fixed minimap plus rotate based on the side settings. Resolved inconsistencies and cleared up the UX with options present on the match tab in the in-game screen settings. Resolved issue with incorrect rank briefly and possibly persisting to show for players in career tab. Resolved issue when rating adjustment indicators would show on hover in agent select. Fixed an issue where account hashtag number wasn't correctly showing on hover over in the match tab in the game setting menu. Resolved an issue where only one team was able to vote surrender if both queued the vote at the same time. Fixed a bug where it was possible to interact with the character selection UI, though the shooting range loading screen. When equipping a gun buddy, an unassigned buddy will no longer get selected. Fixed a visual bug where the lobby would play an unwanted animation when the match is found. And that's the end of the highlights for patch 1.5 notes for Valorant.